Hey, it's NACE 2014, and if you've been reading anything going on in the trade press, well, you know that iCar has been busy with lots of changes, lots of developments, and lots of new programs for the repairs. So we grabbed Jason and wanted to sit down and get a little bit of what else is kind of going on and some of the announcements you guys have made this week.
Yeah, it's been a pretty exciting week for us. The new iCar.com is up and running now. We just launched that earlier this week. And for me specifically, our new Repairability technical support portal, part of iCar.com, is available with a ton of OEM information. Our new Ask iCar technical inquiry feature where people can ask questions and do searches for inquiries that they're working on a vehicle and wondering if there's a section procedure available or repair information available. And so that's up and running. Our collision repair news has been active. And one thing we talked about in our collision repair news lately is Kia now has collision repair information available, and that's a big win for us in our OEM linking pin activity on our Repairability technical support team. That's we're really excited about that and sharing that message as well.
Now, we saw a lot about that Kia announcement, and for a lot of us, we were like, I can't believe Kia has come out with repair information. But I imagine you guys played a pretty big role in getting them to the table on that.
We've been working with them for several years on letting them know, these are the types of information that we need. Here's what vehicle manufacturers are offering. Here's what your competitors have. This kind of benchmarking for them on, material identification, repairability guidelines, section information, that then they took back to Korea and worked with their peers over there to say, you know what, this is what iCar is telling us, this is what the collision repair industry in the US is telling us, that we need this information to repair the vehicles. They've got a growing market share, more and more of their vehicles on the road on a daily basis. And so we felt it was critical to make sure that they repair information available. So we've been working with them for a couple of years, and they've got it available, and we're excited about it. And we're going to keep working with other vehicle manufacturers that don't have information available and see if we can accomplish the same goal with them as well.
Encourage them a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Now, I don't even think it's been a full year since you announced that there was going to be, well, John actually announced a change in kind of the department, what was going on in Appleton, and you were going to go step into more of that OEM liaison type role.
Yep.
And now, not even quite a year later, we already have the technical portal on the new website. What are you doing and your team doing with that technical portal for the repairers and insurers?
Right now we've got a lot of information on the website specific to vehicle manufacturers. We've got information on different vehicle manufacturers. So not only the vehicle manufacturers obviously can have a great conduit to get in touch with their dealerships. They don't have that same conduit to reach the independent repairers or the insurance industry. So they're leveraging iCar and the Repairability Tech Support Portal to share that information. Honda, for example, every time Honda publishes one of their body repair news, they send it to us, we put it on our website, we let people know what's available for them there, and let them know that, certainly Honda's got the information available as well. We've got a lot of OEM information on the website, so we've been actively working on that and building that. Our team's been actively working on that for the last several weeks here, making sure it's all up and running and all the search capabilities work. Another thing we've done, which I think is a really neat idea on the website, is for those vehicle manufacturers, one thing that we're challenged with is we go to the OEM websites and we have troubles finding information.
Right.
No two always build their websites the same. So what we've done and try to help that from a collision repair standpoint is we've got video snippets on each one of the websites on. If you're looking for information on Honda, here's how you find body repair manuals. If you're looking for information on Toyota or General Motors, here's how to access their collision repair information, how to find that information. So we've taken a lot of that guesswork out and trying to really guide people where to go, because the information is out there, it's just not always easy to find, so we want to get them in touch with it.
I know for me, going back to that insurance role, it was always hard for me looking, especially on the Europeans. I would get lost, because it's not necessarily body style, but you're looking for, not year, make, and model, but body style, and the W body and the J body, and I would get confused, because it wasn't, I'd end up calling someone like Larry or one of my friends and go, help me out here, I don't know what. But that's a great, kind of thing to bring up, because now you guys have come up with kind of like the helpline. When I'm completely lost, you've got a help button I'm going to be able to hit and call and talk to a live person in the United States with my questions. So what's your unit doing there?
We've got a couple things here. We've fielded technical inquiries over the years, but it was always Kristen's calling me, I'm giving her the answer, and that's kind of the end of the story. What we're doing now is we're publishing all that information on the website. So you call up with a make, model, technical inquiry, you call our Ask iCar hotline, we do the research, we get your answer and say, yep, the information is available, here's where to find it. Direct people to that information, or again, if it's something that a vehicle manufacturer will let us share, we'll get that information directly to them. If they can't find what they're looking for, they can either fill in an online request, and they'll instantly email two of our repair experts, Danielle and Scott, back at the tech center. They'll get those emails instantly. They'll start doing the research on it and get you an answer back. And we're making what we're calling initial contact within a couple of hours. If they're involved in a meeting or something else they can't step away from, they might not always be able to get back to you immediately, but more often than not, they're getting back to you with an answer in a couple of hours. If we can't find what we're looking for, that's when we escalate into our OEM linking pin activity. So if we're looking for an answer to a question that might not be in the body repair manual, we're forwarding that on to the vehicle manufacturer, trying to get an answer on that. And we've had about 75 of those instances, and we've closed well over half of those already, so great service there. And then the last thing you can do is, like you said, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone, call 800-832-4990, and you'll get in touch with someone will answer the phone and get a live person, like you said, throughout the work week.
That's going to be great. I kind of see that servicing the industry kind of the way that the DEG has. Instead of all of us calling the different software, people individually with a question, the DEG kind of centralized that, and then the whole industry's benefited from getting an answer and being able to keep track of those answers.
Yeah, and then again, we're publishing that. It's all searchable by make, model, year, or specific inquiry. So you can do a search by sectioning, or you can pull up a make, model, year. So we're logging each of those, and we're getting a lot of hits on those, a lot of activity on there. And I think we're going to see a big ramp up here now that we've made the announcement. And as we get more information available, I think it'll level off a little bit in the future. But we're pretty excited about it.
That's going to be great, because any technician or any shop owner, we just want an answer. Just tell me what to do, and I'll do it. But I just need to know what to do.
Yeah.
So that's great. So what else are we going to see by by the end of the year? What are you working on? What are some of the next advancements iCar is going to make to help out the industry? Yeah,
well, from a repairability technical support portal standpoint, we're looking to add, continue to add more OEM information, more Ask iCar answers. And then we'll start taking a look at maybe adding some tool or equipment or product maker information. So again, looking to have a kind of a central collision hub, if you will, of information on the website where people can look at it. So we're also looking at doing some matrices around hybrid battery disablement. So not necessarily having the procedures, but where do I find the information on how to disable the batteries? Electrode wire selection, what vehicle manufacturers recommend which types of electrode wire, and just some general repairability information. So we're pretty excited about that too. We'll be upping our efforts there the rest of the year. And then, we're looking for feedback from the industry. We really are. So rts@icar.com is our email address. If people have feedback, or they've got, hey, I'd really like to see this on the website. We've had some requests for more paint information. We don't have a lot of paint information on there, so we might be looking to add that. So it's built, we're doing it for the industry. It's, iCar is powered by the industry, being an inter-industry organization. We're out there to serve the industry, and we need the feedback from the industry to know exactly, what should we be focusing on, what should we be looking at.
Well, it sounds like you're already answering a lot of the questions that the industry, or requests that the industry had for some sources of information. So you heard him, guys. He's looking for feedback on how he can help you be better in your job on a daily basis, whether you're an appraiser or you're a technician in the shop. So go visit the website, check out some of the new things that are out there for the new iCar. I did see a couple of screenshots of it the other day. It is a major overhaul, and I think you're going to enjoy the way it's laid out. So, and if you see anything on there that's missing, well, give them a call and let them know what you need to be better. And we can't keep making the industry better until we know what everybody needs. So
absolutely.
That's the key. So visit the website, and if you have any questions for us, until he takes my job as Collision Hub, you can always visit us, and we'll be happy to raise that question up and get an answer for you. So we'll be back later as we wrap up coverage from NACE 2014.